Hello, everybody. Well, this was supposed to be a live video, but it's been so long since I've been really active in YouTube. They changed everything up. You can't go live on a mobile device unless you have at least 1,000 subscribers, which I do not. Honestly, I don't care if I do. So I guess I'll just record the video and we'll just do other live videos on my other platforms, which would be Facebook and Instagram. So Facebook is obviously, you can follow me on Facebook, which is obviously my name, Thomas Remington. Just look for the ugly mug. Actually, no, it'll be a picture of my wife and I. So anyways, with that being said, and then Instagram is, my name of my Instagram is The Bearded Flatbed Guy. All one word, The Bearded Flatbed Guy. That is me. Feel free to follow me on there. So, with that being said, hello everybody. I know it's been almost 5 months since I put up a video. Last time I left you guys, I had told you that something big was going to happen, and I believe we were down in Florida delivering that car wash or getting that load of lumber, one of the two. Can't remember what it was. So anyways, a lot has changed in that time. And I'll explain to you why I waited so long. I've said it on my other channel or my other social media stuff, but I'll explain it to you for all you guys. So, I had a plan in mind, and like all good plans, you want to make sure that everything follows according to plan before you just go and tell millions and millions and millions and millions of people that, hey, I'm doing this, and then all of a sudden it fails. Well, this has not failed. This has actually worked out to be just the way that I wanted it to be. So I feel like now is a good time to start it up again, so to speak. So as you can tell, yeah, we're in my truck, same truck I was in before. However, difference is I'm buying that truck now. That's right. I am officially, or what, as of January 2nd this year, got into a lease purchase program with Decker Truck Line. I have established my own LLC and EIN, so I am 100% legitimately my own boss. I am leased on to Decker. Pull all Decker freight, still flatbed. Put you guys in a comfortable place here. I know it's late, and I know the lighting kind of sucks, but you know what? We'll live. This is just more for informational purposes than it is for viewing pleasure, because who wants to look at my ugly mug anyways? So anyways, a lot of you have been asking for more videos. Well, let's do it. Now let's talk about it, okay? So let's rewind everything back to January 2nd. I established my company this year, January 2nd, Remington Trucking LLC. I went to a local attorney's office close to where I live, had paid them to set up my LLC versus going through, say, LegalZoom or any of the other online sites. And I made sure that it was, the reason for this is so that it was done properly, legally, and that I knew for a fact that everything was done the way it should be done to fall in line with the trucking. And then also I had them also file for and obtain my EIN so that I can start establishing business credit. I know you can go online and get things like this done for a fraction of what I paid. But it's not about the savings of the money. It's more about knowing that it was done properly. I also established an account with a local accountant, local CPA, so I can get my taxes done. It's a lot easier for me to have somebody that I can actually just pick up the phone and call, or walk right into his office, hand him my stuff, and he tells me, all right, we need you to write this check out for this and this check out for this. Instead of being one of thousands of people, it's a mega freaking accounting place online which may or may not have anything to know about trucking deductions and allowances and other things that deal with trucking and the finances. So that was all taken care of and done. Got my first load. I'm not going to go through every single load that I've had, but my first load as a lease purchase owner-operator, or as a lease purchase operator, I'll put it that way, because I don't own it yet. Another 3 years. Anyways, my first load was a pretty sweet load. Took me out to Vegas. It was my first time going out to Vegas. Still is my first time. I haven't been out there since. But got a nice sweet car wash load that went out there. Played around a little bit out west, and then came back, and then winter happened. Had some delays. Had some bad weeks. But I was able to get through all that because I was smart and I saved up money beforehand and put it aside as a safety net for that very reason. In case shit hit the fan, I was able to at least keep everything running for, minimum 2 weeks up to a month. I had enough money put aside for expenses and everything else. And I believe that's very important when a person's going to go out and start doing stuff like this. You need to have money put aside before you enter into any kind of lease or lease purchase. Now, with that being said, where are we now? Well, we're doing good. First quarter earnings weren't as good as I was anticipating, but that's not Decker's fault. It's a combination of weather and just plain out too many things that are out of my control. I don't blame any of that on Decker at all. None of it, actually. We had a truck, well, not a breakdown, but the truck had to go to the shop to get some things taken care of. That slowed me down. And then I was out east, and all hell broke loose, weather-wise, and 3 states. Excuse me. My body says that it's, my body thinks that it's still 12:30 at night, and I'm out here out west, and it's not. It's actually going on 10:30. So, anyways, where was I? Oh yeah, it was out east. Snow happened. 3 of the states put up commercial travel bans, and that killed me, basically. Which is fine. I mean, I recovered from it. And been doing so ever since. Now, it's been getting better, which is good. Weather is getting better, which means more loads are available because construction is starting up again, and with being flatbed, you haul a lot of construction materials. Or at least we do. However, I'm not hauling construction materials at the moment. Actually, well, technically I am, but it's going to a factory. I've got a load of particle board on right now. That came out of Roseburg Forest Products out of Missoula, Montana. Picked that up and came over here to Airway Heights, Washington. It's basically like a suburb of Spokane. Over here at the Petro. Deliver tomorrow in the morning. And what my load will be, I have no idea. Won't know till morning. Tried all day. Well, half the day Thursday and all day Friday trying to figure out what was going to happen, and I couldn't get a straight answer. It's not. I don't believe that I'm a dispatcher. There's another load coordinator that takes care of other states, and he just said that the load that I'm on now, which is supposedly supposed to be a cheap load, but it's not. It's actually paying pretty close to $2.50 a mile if you include the bounce, which you should. You should include bounce miles in this too, because that is still fuel that you have to burn. I can't just teleport from where I just dropped to where I'm picking up and not burn any fuel. So, excuse me. If you include the 200-mile bounce, which is not the furthest I've ever drove, but it's still up there. I try not to go past 150 miles, but that sometimes that just can't be helped. Include all that, the load still paid out pretty close to $2.50 a mile, which is good. It was a pretty easy load. It was nice because they had a tarp machine, so just hooked my tarps to it, put them up, draped them over the load, so I didn't have to climb up on the load or anything else, which is always really nice. Saves time too. Not that I mind tarping. I used to mind tarping. It's not that it bothered me. It was just one of those, oh, here we go again. Gotta tarp the load. Now it's, all right, let's get it up there, roll them out, spread them out, center them, tie them up, and go. It's just a thing now. It's just part of what I gotta do. So. It is what it is. So, anyways, with that being said, I'm up here at Airway Heights now. South of Spokane. South and slightly west. Deliver tomorrow. Supposed to be picking up a big money load. Supposedly. We'll find out. I'm not out here looking for directional freight right now. I just came off of home time, so I'm going to be out for... I just finished my first week out since being home, so I'll probably be out for another 3 to 5 weeks, depending on freight. Or if I just so happen to get a load going through the house, of course I'm going to stop. I'm not going to be like, oh, gotta go. If I'm running through the house, I'm going to stop. But if I'm on a load where I don't have time to stop, obviously I can't. But we'll see what happens. Answers. Well, I'll give you a brief look at what it is that I'm, not physical look, but just have to bear with me here. Give you an idea of what I'm working with here. Alright? Here's how the lease purchase program, or lease too for that matter, they're both the same. Ed Decker for flatbed. Reefer side's different, set up differently. but I'm not a reefer driver. So what it is I get paid 72% of the line haul. So if the line haul pays $100, I get $73. Decker gets the rest, which honestly I'm okay with. 72% is what I get. Excuse me, not 73, 72. And but I don't pay a trailer rental. I don't make a trailer payment. I don't pay for anything to deal with the trailer. The only thing that I pay even remotely close to deal with the trailer is if we incur a tarping charge for a preloaded trailer, or if I'm out, like I picked up a load in of sheetrock in Gypsum, Colorado. They tarp it for us, which is code for they get up there, they throw the tarps down, and they secure them just enough so you can pull out of their plant, and then you finish it yourself. At least there's a lot of places that do that. They'll just throw the tarp over, and you're paying them for it. I mean, is that uncommon for places to charge $40 to $60 just to have a guy or two go up there, throw 2 tarps down, attach it with a few bungees, tell you, all right, pull out to the parking lot out there and finish your load. And I'm paying 72% of that $60 or $40 or $50 or whatever it costs. I think it's bull, in my opinion. Not that I have to pay it, but that we're paying them to tarp the load, but all they're doing is just the bare minimum so that we can get out and finish it. Now, there are other loads, like if I pick up the mills and that out of Fort Dodge, they're already tarped and secured and everything else, for the most part, except for one plant, GP, you gotta put on straps yourself. They don't ever strap it. I suppose that's probably for liability reasons, in case there's a damage to the load from straps, which does happen, and I've had it happen. I've picked up loads from other places where they've tightened the straps way too tight, and then you get damage from it, and you don't know this until you unload. So it is what it is. Fine. You'll have to excuse my yawning. I'm not gonna edit the video or anything else. It's raw, it's uncut, it's me. If you don't like it, you know how to shut it off. Anyways, moving on. 72% of the line haul. I get 100% of the fuel surcharge, which at this particular moment in time that I'm recording this video, we are getting, it's 30 cents to the mile. Loaded mile, mind you, for fuel. For fuel surcharge, it was 29 cents for about almost 2 months. Well, over 2 months. So, that's good but bad. Let's see what else. Pay 9 cents a mile towards a maintenance fund. That goes towards any repairs that have to deal with this truck at all, and preventative maintenance as well. Now, if there's only one gripe I have, is that 9 cents that goes into this fund, I never see any of it back. It's gone forever. I don't agree with it that way. I think it should go into an account, and if you don't ever go over that, then you should see some of it come back as a return investment. But at the same time, if I ever to have a catastrophic breakdown, I'm driving on the road and all of a sudden my engine decides to shit the bed, I don't have any costs involved in that repair or the tow. So, and I know that would go greatly over what it would cost, what I've got in that right now for 9 cents a mile. So there's two sides to every coin. So with that being said, And then, of course, I've got my security escrow, which is $50 a week. That does bear interest, and I am able to withdraw that after a certain period of time, if I so choose. Which, we'll see how things go. I'm probably just going to keep it in there and let it grow interest. And then, of course, I got the insurance and tags that I pay, and plates, and IFTA, and permits. No. Decker's been paying for, like, I got an Oregon permit, and I also have a New York State permit. I never had to pay for that. Decker paid for that. So, which is kind of nice. Not that they're very expensive, but still. Oh, tolls. I was just looking at my pre-pass. I do pay all my own tolls. They are at a discount because we have the pre-pass elite. I believe we're saving in the ballpark of, supposedly according to online, we're saving in the ballpark of 73%. I think it's the other way. I think it's 27% that we're saving. But anyways, all I know is I went out east, played around out there for a while, came back, and tolls for that month were only like $400. So I know that it costs more than that to go through all that stuff, through the Ohio Turnpike, and then of course I went on the George Washington in New York City, and that by itself was $100 right there, 100 or 125, something like that. So we're definitely getting a discount, which is great. Let's see. I have the ability to turn down loads, refuse loads, if I so choose. I have not done that yet. I just about did on 2 occasions. One for sure, but I never did. My dispatcher was able to talk me out of it. So, that's that. Take out all my own taxes. I don't pay anybody to do that. What else has been new? Oh, well, we have the lights. I put those in. If I wasn't recording my phone, I could show you, but I can change these lights to any color I so choose. I got red lights down here on the floor. Those don't change color. When I'm driving at night, I turn these to red. The reason for that is it takes less strain on your eyes, and it helps. It's easier at night to drive. The glare isn't near as bad, and I don't know, I like the blue lights, not because they look cool, but because if I get up in the middle of the night for whatever reason and I have to come up here or whatever, I don't have to worry. I can see. You know what I mean? Plain and simple. So it just works out. It's a win-win. Let's see here. For those of you that don't know, this is a 2017 Peterbilt 579. Mid-roof, single bunk, has a Thermo King tri-pack on it, and then this truck came equipped with a refrigerator. I've also got a TV that I put in myself. However, all of Decker's new trucks are all coming with TVs and microwaves now. And coming soon to a truck near you, we're getting Epic View. I have mixed feelings about that, and I might do a video on that just to state my opinion. May not. For my own well-being, I'll keep my comments to myself. I think it's a good thing. I'll put it this way. I think Epic View, which is satellite TV, is what it is. Here's my take on that. It's a good thing if it's used in the right way. Yes, I understand it's an incentive to bring in more drivers. But at the same time, what if you get a driver who isn't responsible enough to turn off the TV when it's time to go to bed, and they're not getting the rest that they should? Now, granted, yes, you can record all your programs and everything else, but there's some people out there, and I'm not saying that we have those kind of people here at Decker, but there are people out there who are not going to. They're going to watch that game until it's all the way done. And that means they only get 2 hours of sleep till they got to get up and roll the next day. That's going to happen. But hopefully, I can only hope that it's used properly. I know that when it eventually gets put into my truck, which I'll be one of the last ones to get it put in, because they're going to put it in the new trucks that are rolling out now, which are the 2020s, or 2019s or 20s. I can't remember. I think we're still rolling 19s. I don't think we've got any 20s yet. I don't think we'll get 20s till this summer, I think. Anyways, it's going to all the new trucks first. Then it's going to go into all the other company trucks. And then us lease purchase and owner operators will be able to get it put into our trucks. Whether or not it's going to cost me any money, I don't know. Will I get it? More than likely, yes. It'll probably only be used every once in a while. I mean, I'm up here doing a 34-hour reset right now. This would have been one of those times where I would have used it. But most of the time, when I'm running, by the time I shut down for the night, once I get my paperwork done, eat, shower, do laundry if I have to do it, and everything else. Jesus criminy. Pardon me, excuse me. Please pass the mashed potatoes. Just got eaten supper not long ago. Well, a few hours ago, but still. Anyways, I won't probably use it very much. I'm not going to be surprised if it's something that I have to pay for, which is fine. I'm cool with that. I mean, I'll pay for it. I've pondered putting satellite in this truck anyways. So if it's going to be provided at a monthly fee, then I'll pay for it. It's fine. I don't have a problem with that. Wintertime slowdowns, it'll come in nice and handy. It'll also be nice when I have my wife or one of my kids with me, and they want to watch something, because you can still watch it as it's one of those in motion ones where you're driving on the road. You can still watch it. So that's gonna be nice. It'll give options on other things to do other than watch DVDs or pick up antenna channels. So that's my little rant about the Epic View. I think overall it's going to be a good thing. I hope. Anyways, what else has been going on? I guess, like I said, the biggest reason I haven't been putting up any videos is I've been busy to the point where by the time everything's done, I just don't have any oomph left in me to make a video. Just sit in front of this phone and talk to you guys. It's nothing against you guys. It's just me. It's just one of those. Screw it. I'm not gonna do it. But excuse me. But with that being said, I feel it's time to start doing it again. So I'm going to. How frequent I'll have these videos put up, I don't know. When I'm able to is when they'll be up. So anyways, I think that answers all the questions. As always, if you made it this far in the video, thank you. Feel free to drop a like and subscribe on your way out. I appreciate it. I'm going to do my best to be able to get more videos put up. I really am. I promise. Don't worry. I promise. I'll do my best. I don't know what style it'll be, whether it'll be daily vlogs or by the load like I used to do it, or special stuff, or what I'm going to do. I haven't decided. I guess I'll just take it by the seat of my pants and go. So, I just noticed this vehicle right here. There's a car hauler that's parked next to me. It almost looks like there's the way that everything's sitting, and it looks like there's a vehicle parked right here. But no, there's a car hauler next to me. So I think that's about it. Time for me to go to bed and get up in the morning. I did a truck tour on Facebook today. I did a truck tour, but I think if I'm able to find time tomorrow, I'll do a truck tour during the day and put it on here. I feel like I should do some videos about Decker itself and what they have to offer. By no means am I financially endorsed by Decker for doing so. I'm doing it on my own free will. It's my own opinions. So, because some people have questions, and that way there'll be a video I can say, oh, go back and look at this video. Go back and look at this one. With that being said, I think I'm going to end it here, and wish you all farewell and adieu. And hopefully we can keep this video thing going. So, you guys have a great time. If there's anything else that you feel like I didn't mention, drop it in the comments. I'll respond. Otherwise, we'll see you guys next time. I'm Thomas, the bearded flatbed guy, wishing you all farewell and good night. Keep her in the wind.